Hi, welcome to Centerville Reports Today. I'm Maureen Russell Hodson. It is spring cleaning time, and here to give us some tips and show us some tools on what you can do with different flooring types is Dave Hamester from Day-Cin Vacuums. And Dave, good to see you.
Hi, thank you for having me out again.
Yeah,
today.
about once a year you come right during the spring and kind of give us some tips. He owns a business at Cross Pointe Center.
Yes,
right?
We're at Cross Pointe Shopping Center. And prior to me coming, I normally go to what they call the Vacuum Cleaner Dealer Trade Association. And I pick up bits and pieces that may be beneficial to our customers here in the Miami Valley and Centerville.
And the thing is that maybe what we were doing even 3 or 4 years ago, there are new products along the way or new tips to take care of all these different flooring types, right?
You know what? I have learned nothing new hadn't come around, ain't been around before. They just may reintroduce it with a different package.
Okay. And today we're going to specifically talk about different floor types because you may have several different flooring types in your home and you might need to use a different type of product on each floor.
That's correct.
Okay. So you want to start with carpet?
Yeah,
and
my first concern, of course, everybody's concerned. Most nowadays have carpeting. And we have a pretty good selection of carpet. There's basically two types of carpet cleaners out there. There's a wet extraction type, which actually uses water that goes down onto brushes. This product could be made by Bissell, Hoover, Oric, various product brands out there. But basically what it's going to do, it's going to dispense solution into the carpet with solution and water, and it's going to extract it and pick it right back up.
Now, is that something that you would use in your home on a regular basis or only if you have a special kind of spill or some kind of stain?
That's a good question because my carpets at home are 25 years old, and I basically have the same carpets that we had when we moved into the house. So when I see it needs to be up cleaned a little bit, I go ahead and I pull out the steam vac.
Okay.
And I call it a steam vac even though it may not be putting out steam. In the day, they used to call it steam vac. They no longer call it that now.
Okay.
But
so you could use it really for any type of cleanup or cleaning.
I do. I have 2 cats and a dog, and you know, as my kids were raised, hey, you take your shoes off and you come inside. Everybody followed that rule except my wife. But then again, you know, I've got to the point where at my age, you know what? Just leave your shoes on. Just you know, come on in. But for dogs and for stains and spills, you know what, Thanksgiving came and gone, Christmas came and gone, you have company coming, look, your carpets don't look great, don't go out and buy a new carpet right away. Make an investment in a product that you think or hope that once you learn how to use it correctly will bring out that new life into the carpet. And with the wet extraction, your carpets can be dry within 4 to 6 hours, and for me, I usually take our bathroom towels and I'll go down there and get any solution up and put a fan on it, and they're usually dry in a few hours. They look great.
Okay, so this is something that you would have in addition to your vacuum and everything else, but for especially spring cleaning, it's a great way to go and do spot cleaning and whole carpet cleaning.
It really is, not only for spring, but anytime, spring, summer, fall, anytime you feel as though your carpet needs cleaning. And also, for those that have allergies, I mean, it really cuts down on the allergies, the odors, because when you cook in your house, all those cooking fumes, if you don't have an outside exhaust fan, which I have in my house and my wife hates to have it turned on, but I want it on because all that stuff's going out. If that's not going out of the house, that's actually traveling through the air and will sit down into your carpets. So you're really removing that and the allergens. So once you clean your carpets, you know, your house will actually smell cleaner. It'll actually smell cleaner.
I think when you go and you start looking at various vacuum products, there are, some are for pet odor and pet cleanup. Some you have for allergens. I mean, it's almost like buying a car anymore. There are so many bells and whistles that you can see on various vacuum cleaners.
Well, there really are. And back in the early 90s, and I have to put a word in through a company that's in Ohio who no longer, but a product that they came up with, and there was nothing new, but they made a product in the upright form. It looks like a vacuum cleaner, and you asked a question, almost like a vacuum cleaner, but actually their thought was at that time, why can't people own a steam vac or an extracting unit in addition to their carpet cleaner? And that's really what they were targeting for, and it kind of worked out good. And it does work great. It really does. And
okay, so for carpet, you want to use something like this. You wouldn't use this maybe on hardwood or tile or anything else?
Good question, because when they first introduced the product, they actually had a little squeegee that would go on that so that you can do your tile floors and your wood floors. And however, and that's standing water. So it could pick up. But since that time, and, and we're going back 15, 20 years, they came out with another product with a squeegee on front that's designed basically for your tile floors, ceramic tile floors, and linoleum.
So it may be that you're going to need multiple products for different types of flooring to get the most use of your floors.
You know what?
Most life out of them.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, in some sense. I know we've gone from that transition back in the early 80s where vacuum cleaners and upright was designed just for carpeting. Canisters were designed, and when I say canisters, I don't mean bagless. I mean a canister as such,
right,
like that
this.
for your hard floors, your upholstery cleaning, and what have you. Then they designed a vacuum cleaner with onboard attachments and say, gee, what else can we do to make that vacuum cleaner more complete? Well, let's make it do bare floors as well. So they removed the beater bars from it and they made it more, so now you've got 3-in-1. But to do an effective job and to have long life out of anything, I always feel as though one product for one basic need.
Got it.
That's me.
Okay, okay.
But,
and it obviously, because you specialize in this, if someone's going to stop by and see you, you're going to be able to take the time to explain the benefits of something like this for carpet versus whatever other flooring you might have.
And we do, because we want our customers to be satisfied with the product. We want them to come back, and we want them to know that, hey, they bought the best product that they can within the price range of which they were going to spend. So in addition to the wood floor or the tile floors, these vacuum cleaners or these steam vacs or they can do other functions, but primarily, and I want to get back to this product here, there is a dry solution also. I mean, before they came out with a wet solution, there was products out there, they used to call it shampooing your carpet. We don't really use that word shampooing anymore, but there are shampooers out there, and there's a product out there, Kirby makes a product for shampooing, and Auric. However, these are considered dry foam or dry cleaning. You actually put the product down as a powder, and it may be a solvent or it might be wet, but then it'll dry, and then you run the vacuum cleaner over it. So it's really considered dry cleaning. But it's kind of wet.
Okay, I was going to say, what's the advantage of which one do you go with then, dry or wet?
I like the wet, but I want all that moisture out of that. I don't want something soaking it up. I want it out. There's been some thought and some talk, well, what about dry cleaning? Doesn't that leave a film behind and my floor's still a little bit sticky? Or do I get all the chemicals out and you've got to work with it. But most people, once they acclimate, I guess the word, or get used to a certain, they'll stay with that. So I have customers that come in that do the dry foam.
So it's the homeowner's preference then on what works best and what
it's what they're used to. You drive this kind of car, you want to buy this kind of car. If you're used to this, I mean, we're all, so if you want a dry foaming, you usually go with
I know you're pointing to this. I'm going to, this is what you're talking about. So
yeah, this is a dry foaming product here that's made, designed by the Auric company, and you actually put a little spray mist down on the carpet, and then you may put a pad as such like that, and you would actually get up stains and
on the pad.
Yeah, actually you put it on that heavy machine right there.
On this?
It's called that's called the Orbiter, made by Auric. It's very heavy, and it'll go around and it'll clean up, and it'll put the dirt here, and then you come through and you sprinkle this down. It's like a powder almost. And then you got another brush that we use to put it in there, and then you let that sit for up to a few hours, and then you come through with a regular vacuum cleaner and you pick it up, and that's called dry cleaning. So not everybody has it. It's out there, but what you mostly see in the stores is the wet. And
but there is a product for dry cleaning as well.
There is a product for dry cleaning as well.
I just wanted to move on to a tile type floor or something like this.
Yeah. You know, I'm not that old. I mean, I remember when my mom, we used to use the mop or the bucket, and now you're seeing these out there. But I do have a lot of customers who come, or a steamer, something that shoots out, and actually the dirt is put on here. This particular company, and I believe there's other product manufacturers out there, they designed a product. So I was saying, when they designed this here, they put a squeegee on the front and they said, hey, let's make a vacuum cleaner, a product that actually has a squeegee on it that saves the customer, and this is a selling point. You don't have to get down on my hands and knees
Right.
and clean. I can actually, lower the handle, release the solution here. It's going to file onto the brushes and sucks everything up.
Does
Once
it also
again,
clean your floors then, or no?
Yes, this is
yes,
for
okay.
not for carpet though.
Okay.
This is only designed for your tile, your ceramic
Okay, I see it
floors.
says vacuum, wash, and dry. So this
Yes.
could be like all-in-one
Yes.
type of thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, all in one, but only for hard floor surfaces,
Okay.
not carpeting.
Okay, let's quickly move to the hardwood-like, I guess, which is more of a laminate type flooring.
Yeah, there's like 4 different types of flooring out there. There's the laminate, linoleum, there's the tile, the wood, the engineering wood, and also the marble. You're seeing these. If you go down any major hardware store, you'll see those. This is becoming very popular in the last few years. It's very nice. It's, do away with the carpet. However, you introduce something else, when you do away with the carpet, you're seeing other things now. So
Right.
you want to be able to clean that, and we sell the product for that. We also sell, or we offer advice to customers on what they should buy. And the word used by a lot of manufacturers, if you're going with something that's going to introduce steam or something that's going to introduce a fluid, is sealed, because that's very important.
Okay.
Because that product you're standing on right now, that laminated, is really a man-made material, pressed wood. But if you introduce just like standing water and you get it up right away, that's fine. But when you start introducing heat and pressure and water and fluid, over a period of time, you will see what can transpire from that. So I don't recommend that. I would rather you see a mop, a sponge mop, or
Okay.
something.
And what about for actual real hardwood floors? That's completely different from the
Well,
same
not really
different-
so.
Oh, okay.
I mean, because with real wood floors, they're usually either using a shellac, a polyurethane,
Okay.
and even though those layers can wear down. Now, a lot of people may say, well, like white vinegar. Well, white vinegar and water, think about it. Vinegar, ammonia, all those are kind of acids, and eventually over a period of time, those will wear down. But you can find a good cleaning solvent out there that you can mix with water, make your floors look nice and keep them nice and clean, but I don't think you need to introduce harsh stuff
Okay.
or chemicals, because eventually that it is going to wear away. So there are products out there for doing such, and we have them in the store. And
I was saying, this is just such a small sample of what you have in your store. And again, it's at Cross Pointe Center.
yes, Cross Pointe Center.
And a good place to start would be what, your website to go?
You
and
could
can
go to
find
our
information?
website or
There's
give
a
us
shot
a
of
call.
where your store is
yeah, there's
located.
the store right there. We've been located in that particular store going on 5 years now. We were always in the plaza since like 1999. And this actually marks my 33rd years, 30 years in Dayton.
Okay.
3 years in Cincinnati. But it all started with the Hoover Company in 1985 in Moraine, down there by not Cross Point, Alex Bell Plaza down there.
Okay.
And then we moved up into the plaza. So we got a really good, a nice looking location, easy to find. And I try to carry a good variety of products in there that will help our customers. And if I'm not there, Rita Mitchell, who's been with me now 15 years,
Okay.
she's great.
Give us your hours real quickly for someone who may
Our
want to stop
hours
by.
are, and you can find these on our website,
Okay.
are Monday 9:30 to 4:30, Tuesday through Friday 9:30 to 5, Saturday 10 to 2, and closed Sunday.
Okay, so stop by and see Dave, because he will definitely help you
Yeah.
find the products that you need, and it's always great to shop
Yeah,
local and
yeah.
support local
Hey,
merchants
thank you
as
so
well.
much for
All
this,
right.
and help me.
Yeah,
help me-
good
all
to
right,
see you.
all right.
For more information, you can call the City of Centerville 433-7151, or you can also visit our website, centervilleohio.org. It's spring cleaning time. We're going to get out there and get some elbow grease going and make everything nice and shiny, especially our floors. Thanks a lot,
All
Dave.
right, thank you.